I know I missed the after credit scene in the last episode, episode 10, but having since watched it, I just want to let you guys know it was a cute after credit scene, and I am nervous for about the relationship going public and what's going to happen with that, because that's a fuck up. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with Bunny Girl Senpai, the final stretch, episodes 11, 12, and 13 are what I'm going to be working on today. Last episode, we had the resolution and the reaffirmation between the two sisters, Mai and Nodoka. We had Nodoka making up with her mom, then having another little argument with her, and then moving in with Mai. Meanwhile, Mai's relationship with Sakuta has been exposed to the world, and we don't know what's going to happen with that. But the title of this episode is called the KAEDE quest. So I also don't know what it could be towards that, so I'm just curious. Now, remember, with certain shows like Bunny Girl Senpai and 7 Deadly Sins and other shows, I can't quite put the reaction on YouTube because it will get taken down. So make sure to click that reaction in the description. Come back here for the review, and if you guys could leave a like on the video, I would truly appreciate it. It means so much more than you know. Other than that, if you guys want to see the full length and or the early access to the next show I'm uploading, this is going to be the last little bunch for this episode. For this show, I'm talking about the last little bunch of episodes. And make sure you check out that Patreon down below. Check out full length. You can check out early access, all that jazz. I appreciate you, Dapper Squad. Let's hop right on into this. Bunny Girl Senpai, episode 11, the KAEDE quest. So I'm genuinely shocked by how much this episode was happy and changing things for the better and doing things that we've wanted to do for a long time. Like, normally I feel like with all this, it's somewhat like at least at most halfway through the episode, then we get, oh shit, oh shit, this is crazy. You know, I don't really think it's till the end of the entire episode, but like, I was like, holy shit, stuff's going so well. When is the bad shit gonna happen? You know, when is that going to start? And then out of nowhere, it's just, sorry, I don't know you, her friend. And at that point, I wasn't too worried because, you know, it's not unrealistic whatsoever, especially if you've gone through a traumatic experience, you've moved, you've changed your lifestyle, and it's been years since you've seen that person. It's not uncommon at all to forget someone. Like, I've forgotten people that I went to school with, that I knew, you know, I'm like, oh shit, what was her name? You know, stuff like that all the time. And then, you know, at that, so I wasn't too scared until Sakuta seemed to confirm it. Like, he also talked to Futaba a little bit about what's going on. He saw that bruise on her neck, also did not bring that up. Is she going through puberty syndrome, or what is going on with KAEDE? I'm so curious. I'm so curious because we started off November 15th and we ended, what was it, November 11th is where we're at now. It's almost been a month since we started. That's just so interesting to me. But I find a couple of things interesting about the predicaments in this episode and the show in general. You know, like, after going through something traumatic and then being so scared to step out of, like, not only your shell figuratively, you know how she only wears that panda costume, but also physically step out of your shell, like to not leave the house in years. One, there's a name for a phobia of that, because I used to do research on phobias way back in my high school days, and there's a phobia of fear of leaving your house. Of course, I forget what it's called, but it's just something that I don't relate with whatsoever, and it's something that's so new to me that I'm still trying to process it. It's so interesting, you know, like, she was so fearful that things were going to remain the same for ever, like that, you know, if her brother was going to marry someone, because he's still in high school, you know, like, they would have to take in KAEDE as a, you know, consolation prize. And it's just like, she's thinking so far into the future that she's trying to build up the strength right now to be able to change that future and to change it now. Like, that's a lot of energy and a lot of work. And, you know, shouts out to KAEDE for being able to do that. Like, there are people, myself included, who will be like, man, 5 years from now, I really don't want to do this. If I want to change, I'll have to make a change right now and do stuff like that, and still end up not making the change, not having the effort and determination and, you know, discipline to be able to do that. So real shouts out to KAEDE right there. That is crazy, coming from an issue that I would have never thought I could see someone with, you know, in person or on the show, which is awesome. But if we're giving shouts out to Kaede, we have to give major shouts out to Mai and Sakuta, especially Mai for dating the relative close to that person, and also being very helpful, checking on her, thinking of her, helping her with clothes, being so encouraging, enthusiastic about her goals, saying, you know, like, it's okay to stay inside, but it's also good, you want to be more independent, you know. Like, Mai is, and I took notice of this really from how they started to where they are, because like she seemed kind of tsundere I don't know how to pronounce that at first, when it's like, I'm gonna keep berating you, you're gonna keep berating me, but low-key we like each other and stuff like that. And it turned from that, there's still those slight like funny jabs at boyfriend girlfriend comedy, and I really like that, but it went from that being the primary way they communicated with each other to them being a legitimate, caring, loving boyfriend girlfriend relationship with the funny, humorous little jabs in there thrown in as well. Like, it really has evolved from the beginning of the show, and I really like that, and I've been paying attention to that, and it's so noticeable. It really is. And they took it one step at a time with Kaede, literally one step at a time, and they were trying their hardest to help this girl out, and it's just awesome in my opinion. I'm super thankful. But now who knows what's gonna happen. Jesus. If you guys like this episode, want to see the entire thing in the full length, and or watch the next episode ahead of time, or the next show I'm posting on Patreon ahead of time, you can always check out the Patreon down below. I appreciate you, Dapper Squad. That is where we're gonna end it. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out, y'all.